Good morning and welcome to match 15 of the ACC Men's Under 16 East Zone Cup 2025. I'm coming to you live from the beautiful KTJ Oval in Malaysia. This is going to be a Group B clash between Myanmar and Maldives. Both teams still searching for their first win in this tournament and looking to finally get off the mark today. The weather couldn't be better. It's very cool and breezy out there, and definitely it's perfect conditions for cricket. The pitch has been offering some early movement, but it tends to settle nicely as the day goes on. So we could well be in for a balanced contest today. So with that being said, let's just dive in for the toss.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to ACC Under 16 East Zone Cup 2025. We have beautiful match here today between Maldives and Myanmar. And now the match referee Anup will be passing the coin to the Maldives captain, and he will be tossing the coin. Myanmar captain will be calling it. Tails it is. Thank you, sir. Maldives have won the toss. Maldives have won the toss and elected to bat first. Let's have few words with Hamid. Captain, let's have few words with the Maldives captain. And give me the mic. Okay, he has elected to bat first. Hi, you elected to bat first. Any idea?
Um, we have been choosing betting if we won the toss since last night. No, we believe that we can win this tournament. Not tournament, this match. And I hope we can win this. Both sides are very strong. We have been prepared for this match since when we were in Maldives.
And what is your batting strength? Who plays really well? Who's the top order and who's the middle order? And like who's
Everyone is good. Everyone is good in our team. I believe that. If we can make a good score, and when we feel we can yagi we can
you can win this game.
Yeah,
right?
we can win
Very
this game,
good.
yeah.
That's a very good attitude. Thank you. Wish you good luck, and please pass the mic to
Thank you.
Myanmar captain. And let's have few words with Myanmar. Good. It's okay. Come. Okay. And you Maldives won the toss and elected to bat. You're bowling. So any plan? Okay. It's okay. Wish you good luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
It's okay. Wish you good luck. And here from the KTJ Oval ground, and Maldives have won the toss and elected to bat first. Let's join you from the com box. Thank you.
Right then, it's Maldives who have won it, and they have decided to have a bat first. A constant call definitely from the captain, looking to post a good total and put the pressure on to Myanmar. Both sides, it's been a tough tournament for them so far in this, and this could well be the moment that sparks a turnaround. The conditions are ideal, the stage is set, and let's definitely see which of these sides can finally break through and grab the first win of the tournament. I am Abrar Hussain, and I will be taking you through the action from here at KTJ Oval. So stay with us. We see that the bowler is definitely warming up, and the batters have taken the mark. And looks like we're starting with a very attacking field. Two fielders in catching positions. There's a short cover and a short mid wicket alongside a slip in play. So Myanmar is looking quite aggressive right from the start. Let's see how things go from here on. And looks like he starts things off with a lovely outswinger and almost trying to pick up that outside edge straightaway of the Maldives opener. And this time attack is done much better from the bowler already. Already showing signs of aggression here. fastball is definitely coming in with a bit of an intention here. And almost the ball is played in the air, but just away from the fielder at short mid wicket. And the Maldives batters are off the mark. Sadikin was the batter who took guard at the first ball, and Soko is the bowler. We have seen so far open the innings for Myanmar quite often, and he does the same today. It's a left-hand, right-hand combination up the top for Maldives today. And so far, we've seen that the fast bowler is really charging in with a very aggressive field set. There's still a slip in place for the left-hander. Short cover is once again there, and a short mid wicket just lurking for anything that is mistimed. We saw just one ball before that he wasn't in full control, Sadikin, and now we have to see how the left-hander adjusts. He's got the field to build pressure and force a mistake, and we can also expect some short pitch delivery because the fielder is just set for that. And the nudge and straight to the slip, but dropped. So the intention was right there, and the right delivery was bold, but the slip fielder should have been more alert. But it looks like definitely it's a plan that is working for Myanmar early on. And so far, Abdullah hasn't quite settled in. It's the first ball, and he nicked it to slip. And it's very interesting to see if Myanmar continues with more aggression. Here's the fifth delivery, fuller delivery, and almost carrying to short mid wicket. So we're well in the first over only, but so far we've seen multiple opportunities for Myanmar to pick up a wicket. Very interesting. Here comes the final ball of Soko. He's looked very good out here today. Fuller delivery this time just misses the stump. Excellent start from Soko. End of the first over for Maldives. It's one without loss. And it looks like we will see continuation of what we saw in the first over. Still a very aggressive field setup and one slip in play. The fast bowler is once again looking to steam in with real intent, and will be quite interested to see if they come up with a more aggressive setup. The slip is waiting for the outside edge, and quite interesting to see the short cover still in play. Fuller delivery this time, and almost the batter yoked himself. Sadikin Bawa already faced four deliveries. He hasn't looked too convincing out there. Looks like he's trying to bowl that uncomfortable Yorker as well as that back of a length delivery. It starts off on the off stump. This time attacking the stump. The feet is not going anywhere. Another dot ball. The only thing that Tian Min can do right is to bowl at the stump because so far the feet movement of this opening batter of Maldives hasn't looked quite convincing. And he's bowling with a bit of extra pace. And the lengths have been probing. And so far, every ball has looked like it has posed a question on these batters. And this time on the stump and almost carrying to short cover. So he's living quite dangerously out there. And looks like Myanmar have really done their homework. You know that batters of Maldives have not really settled in, especially early on in their innings. And with this kind of aggressive field setup, you can get an idea of the intention. He's really going for the kill. And looks like after winning the toss, the decision of Maldives haven't really bothered them. This time it's wide. And that is one thing that Tien Min will want to improve on. Doesn't want to give too many scoring opportunities because so far runs have been very difficult to get for Maldives. Away from the stump, That's been the only one thing that hasn't gone the way for Myanmar so far. The balls are very good deliveries, but on occasion they've just missed the stump by a very small margin. Almost towards the end of the second over now. Slightly shorter pitch, but not getting the carry. Myanmar really just should focus on attacking the stump here. They don't really need to do too many fancy things. Looking to just a good line and length can reward them. And once again, just away from the off stump, that will bring us the end of the second over. It's two without loss for Maldives, but they haven't looked like they have settled in well enough. Sokor will be back into the attack. He's bowled better compared to Tien Min. Tien Min so far is just giving away a little bit of a room for these two batters. But otherwise, you have to see how to find out a way to pick up a wicket or not. This time down the leg side to the left-hander. So he starts things off with a wide. And once again, we are seeing that the field is the same. Abdullah is on strike against Sokor. Abdullah, the left-hander, has already edged one to slip, to drop the very first delivery that he faced. And still now, we're seeing that it's been a nervous start by these two batters out there. And Myanmar, on the other hand, haven't really capitalized. They've created chances, but the results haven't gone in their way. Once again, Sokor right at the top of his mark. Fuller delivery this time, an appeal there, but it has pitched outside the leg stump definitely. That is why the umpire is not interested in that appeal. Sokor has been smooth in his run-up. He's been quite rhythmical. He's focused, and when he comes in just past the umpire, it looks like he will fire one into the stump. That's really the delivery that he's looking for. And so far, the batter is really caught in two minds. He's batting quite tentatively, as you can see there, just trying to have a poke at that, but missing it once again. So the deliveries have been very close to pick up that wicket, but so far it's not there yet. You can definitely see the tension is building. The field is in perfect sync with the plan, and the bowler is asking some serious questions. Flicked away this time. Once again, pitching it slightly outside the leg stump, and another wide, another dot ball rather. This overs quite quickly. There's a short run up, and that is really assisting him in delivering the deliveries quite quickly. Once again, just showering away from that off stump of the left hander, and just missing away on that outside edge again. One ball to finish. We have to see if he can pick up a wicket here. Abdullah Kayan so far has faced 8 deliveries. He's yet to get off the mark, and he's living quite dangerously here. And much better. Solidly behind that one to finish off the third. 3 without loss for Maldives. And once again, just away from that off stump, he starts off again brilliantly. This time on a second over, Tian Min, he scored one very economical one, just giving away that one run. And 3 overs gone now. It's been all fire and discipline from the bowling side. Maldives struck for three without loss. And this is a good carry. On that occasion, we saw some rise and bounce by Tian Min, bowling well out there. Just 3 runs on the board, and it really shows that the batters are not quite breathing easy out there. It's been a testing opening spell by the Myanmar faster bowlers. Once again, the feed goes nowhere and feeding that outside edge. The field remains attacking. The slip is still in. Short cover is also quite unmoved, and the short mid wicket is also eyeing that mistimed shot. Every dot ball is really tightening the screws here, and the bowler knows it. Almost once again picking up a wicket. He smiles on his way back to his run up. You got to start feeling for him. Really deserves a wicket out there. Sadikin Bawa, on the other hand, is really not getting the back to ball here. Already faced 13 deliveries for that single. Is there a false shot? We'll have to wait and watch. Just swinging away from the right-hander. Another dot ball. Here's the last ball of the fourth over. Looks like he's trying to come round the wicket against the right-hander. Quite interesting, perhaps just to close in on that room that has been there. But he's unable to do that. Nevertheless, it's been a good over. It's a maiden for Tian Min. 4 overs completed. It's 3 without loss. And so far, Maldives have looked very tentative out there. And once again, a good start from the fast bowler. I'll be quite interested to see if there is another slip in play or not, because it's really getting that outswinger going for the left-hander. That catch should have really been taken. It was a soft opportunity to be taken at slip, but it was dropped on that occasion. And since then, so far, we've seen that the ball is pitched in the right areas, but unfortunately for Myanmar, they have been missing the stump and the outside edge. But once again, Sokha starts off brilliantly. Perhaps he can just try to come round the wicket to the left-hander and pitch one at the stump. Perhaps that can help him pick up a wicket. These two fast bowlers are really going quite quickly with their overs. And this time, not the best of line from Sokha. It was down the leg side. And with that, Abdullah Karin will go off the mark. That is his first single in the 12 deliveries that he had faced. The pressure is really starting to show dot after dot, and so far they're going at a run rate of well below 1. That really shows the opening spell. And once again, just trying to play with soft hands, but not in full control. And so far, Sokha has been brilliant with his opening spell. This is definitely the kind of spell that builds tension, not just in the middle, but in the dressing room as well. All these openers have really been pinned down so far, and momentum is definitely with Myanmar. Once again, not getting any kind of connection, finishes off his third over. And after the completion of 5 overs, it's four without loss. So far, it's been a very good start for Myanmar. They have done everything right, and they really would have wanted a number in that wickets column. And Min will continue. Min has already delivered a maiden, and at the start of his run up, he looks quite formidable. The shoulders are back, looks like he's breathing quite steady, eyes locked in. He's not just bowling, he's dictating terms definitely with this opening spell, and full marks to the captaincy of Myanmar. Field is really backing up brilliantly. So far, except that one drop catch, we haven't seen any misfields, so no let off. Just when I say that, there's one being quite big. They're still out there, but one thing you definitely have to point out is the fact that Myanmar so far have not really attacked the stumps. As you can see that on most occasions the ball is just pitched outside the off stump and swinging away from the right hander. And also when the left hander was batting, the ball was just deviating away from his hitting zone. So perhaps they shouldn't worry about getting hit. Attacking at the stump should be the right decision by these two. Let's see how they go about it. And at this stage of the innings, I am delighted to bring you Amin into commentary with me. Good morning, Amin. I think so far the way that Maldives have batted in this tournament gives us an idea that they're still a very emerging side. They're still very young, and we have to encourage the way that the team has handled the situation. The captain deciding to have a bat first, really showing that he trusts his batters. I think from here on, in spite of that tight opening spell, the batters have not really lost a wicket. But predicting a score, I think, is a bit difficult from here. Maybe they'll want to build the innings and have a watch at that opening ball and have a look at the different phases of the game. So the initial target will be to play out the first power play and maybe be around that 15-run score. And then from there, perhaps take it on. We have to wait and see what a good score on this pitch would be. But on the other hand, we definitely thought that Myanmar, the way they were bowling, would have picked up a wicket. But so far, my question to you is, Amin, why haven't they been attacking the stumps more often? Yes, I mean, so far, I'm very happy with the field setup of Myanmar. They have really gone after attacking options right from the word go. We have seen the slip in play and two catching fielders very close in. So the captain is really supporting the bowlers. But so far, I think the execution, that one magic delivery is what is missing. Otherwise, they bowled brilliantly. Yes, absolutely spot on there. And we're into the seventh over now, and the scoreboard is barely barely moving. Maldives are crawling, if I can say, at 8 for no loss at the end of 6.3 overs. And it's been a very suffocating start from the Myanmar seamers. They're bowled with a lot of discipline and accuracy, and the fielding setup is with a lot of intent. But now you can see a little bit of a shift in the approach, if I can say that. The runs have started to come slightly, and the batters are still looking like they're willing to spend that time at the crease. Yes, and at this stage, I'll just want to give some credits to the Asian Cricket Council and Malaysia Cricket for putting together such a well run event. So far, we've seen some brilliant games between these young sides. ACC East Zone Under 16 Cup isn't just about competition, it's about really giving an opportunity to these young players. And so far, it's been a very good platform for them to showcase their talent. And with that, another good start by soccer. Yes, I think that was long due. He was coming in and running in with his quicker deliveries throughout. And the breakthrough Myanmar were hunting for, the relentless pressure, finally cracks up the defense and it hit the middle stump. So finally, a reward. We were talking about the bowlers trying to attack the stump that was missing. And so far, that one time they have done that, they picked up a wicket. Yes, I mean, and I was quite surprised to see the fact that Sadikin Bawa score he left was 2 for 29 deliveries that he faced. And sometimes we saw him just trying to go after the ball. He was trying to fetch them outside the off stump and missing them completely. Perhaps something he can really take a note from here in this innings is that sometimes you just have to play a defensive stroke out there, just get a feel of bat onto ball and rotate the strike. And maybe with that, he could have built the innings better. That's really one thing he can work on. And now we have the new batter out there in the middle and so far to continue. Maybe pick up one more. Yes, end of a very good over for Myanmar with that one. Sawkor spell so far 4 overs, 4 run and a wicket. That really shows the kind of domination he's having with the ball in hand today. And out there in the middle to join Abdullah is Hamd Hussain. And the moment he faced that first ball, he was looking quite busy. Tried to just get that off the hip and picked up an easy single. And now it'll be interesting to see if there's a change from the bowling end. And do you think it's time to introduce a spinner? Yes, I mean, and especially I'm interested in spin because of the fact that so far they haven't looked confident in their defense. And with the slow ball in the air, sometimes with those flighted deliveries, Sometimes the defensive strokes of a batter is what is tested. So maybe an interesting change could just happen and be around that corner. And at the other end, Pai Ying has started off with a brilliant in-swinging delivery to the left-hander, and he's trying to close in on that angle by coming round the wicket. Let's see how he goes about it. Yes, and Pine will not be too unhappy with the fact that at the moment there's two left-hander in the crease. Sometimes with the left-hand right-hand combination, it becomes a bit difficult to adjust the line and length. And we saw on that last occasion, the ball was played in the air slightly, so the fielders were in the game for a little bit. And this time it's a wide, but I believe that coming round the wicket to the left-hander was really an interesting attempt of picking up a wicket, and maybe he could have stuck with it. Yes, absolutely. I mean, he's definitely getting a good carry out there, and he'll also want to just pick up a wicket out here somehow. And once again, the only issue has been the fact that he's deviating down the leg side a bit too often. Once again, it allows another comfortable single. So he's really providing a few looseners, if I can say that. He needs to attack and capitalize on the momentum that was given by the earlier faster bowlers, and maybe put some pressure on Maldives back again. Yes, once again, not in full control of that shot. The ball was in the air for a long time, and I'm starting to wonder if they can have another close-in fielder who will be near that point region, perhaps for that uncontrolled shot, which has happened a bit too often in this innings. Yes, definitely. After winning the toss, Maldives did not really have any kind of hesitation to have a bat first, and so far the wickets have not fallen as much as Myanmar would have liked, but the run rate has been one issue for Maldives, but it's a 50 over contest. They can afford to spend a little bit of a time out there as long as they can keep hold of their wickets. And so far, even though they've been living dangerously, they've been able to do that. Yes, and we're seeing pace to continue. This time played much better with soft hands, and really so far no opportunities. I mean, I still feel that the fielder should just step in a few steps inside because the ball has not really been in full control of these two batters, and sometimes they have been in the air. Maybe all of the fielders in the circle can just step in a bit closer. Yes, and I feel that they have done their homework. They know that all these batters are not too aggressive at the top, and so they're trying to just capitalize on any kind of opportunity that these defensive batters are coming with. And that occasion was slightly wider on down the leg side, but so far we've seen that this has been an interesting way to go about it by coming round the wicket to the left-hander and closing in that angle. Yes, definitely. I mean, we were talking about it that the field placement from the very beginning has been absolutely spot on. We saw that these batters are not in full control, and Hamd Hussain on that occasion was doing exactly that. He tried to play that with very soft hands. The fielder was placed from the very beginning, and he gets it straight to that fielder. So, quite excellent captaincy, if I can say that, and brilliant bowling from the faster bowlers as well. And now, definitely, Myanmar finds themselves back in the game, and momentum is entirely with them. Yes, definitely. And why not just bring in a few more? Because it's working for them. It's definitely working for them. And looks like one more opportunity every time the ball is now going to that short cover fielder. Min, I believe, was out there. And he's done a good job with the field. And so far, the captain will be very happy in the way that Saw has bowled. And this time, he's just trying to repeat that. Another left hander out there. So he doesn't really have to change much. Beautiful in swinger this time to the left hander. Yes, is definitely the sportsman spirit is absolutely on point here. We can see that he was hit on the body by the bowler, and it's fascinating to see that all the fielders of Myanmar have gathered and now using the cap to just help some breeze onto him. Spot on, spot on. I mean, yes, definitely. This Myanmar side is full of empathy, and other than their excellent bowling prowess so far today, they've also shown that humanity eventually takes the top priority here, and that is something that we have to appreciate, and that's been very good to see. Yes, 4 so far in the tournament. He's bowling like a medium pacer. He has a short run up, but he doesn't get that carry, but he's very accurate, I can tell you that. So this is what we need from Pochit in terms of the perspective of Myanmar. Just attack the stump and pick up another wicket. Yes, and he's into his third delivery already. So another bowler from Myanmar who just comes in and goes through his overs very quickly. And we're already in the last over of the batting power play and 14 runs on the board. So let's see if he can pick up another wicket and bring Myanmar at the very top of this innings. This is the fourth delivery coming in and slightly wider this time, but within the line. So umpire is agreed to give that a dot delivery. Yes, definitely. I think the moment they realize that by attacking the stump, they're just getting the batters to commit a mistake. So far, they've done that. And this time, we see a very good looking shot. The intent was there, but he doesn't get the timing as strongly as he would have wanted. But this is a good result for Maldives, nevertheless. And with that, we see the completion of 10 overs. It's 15 with the loss of 2 wickets. And so far, we definitely have to agree that this has been a solid start from Myanmar with the ball in hand. Yes, definitely. From this point, I think they'll really want to focus on building out a partnership here, especially with the power play that is lifted. But it looks like, I mean, that they're not willing to change the field, even though the power play is done. They're still continuing with the attacking field. I mean, did you see that movement there? It's been late in the 10th over, the 11th over rather, and you can see that the swing was absolutely spot on there. I don't think that the batter had too much to do with it. Beautiful delivery, excellently executed. Yes, definitely. It looks like he'll pick up 5 wickets here. It's just that the way he's bowling, he's really give us an impression that he's been looking for that wicket every time he's coming into the attack. And the captain persisting with him, even after the power play, is definitely going to be full credits towards him. And so far, it looks like definitely, yes, I can agree with you that he might be just eyeing that milestone. He's just eyeing that fifer. Yes, consistently we've seen that lack of feet movement. That's something these batters definitely have to start working on, and that's been a story throughout this tournament for them. And with the ball swinging away, it's been very difficult for them. Yes, definitely. The teammates have really encouraged the faster bowlers, and so far it's been turning out to be a dream spell for Sokor. Already picked up 3 wickets for just 5 runs, and definitely he's the man who looks like steering away with this Maldives lineup, and he's full supported by his teammates. Yes, and Maldives batter really look like they've been rattled already. Their footwork is very uncertain, and if you can see that the shot selection is also very hesitant. This is a very good surface, we thought, for batting, especially after them winning the toss. And we thought that they'll really be able to capitalize on a good score. But so far, with a hint of movement, both these fast bowlers, even Pochit, is looking like they'll make every ball a challenge for these batters. Even on that occasion, we saw that Mohammad Jud, Khatun Shifaz rather, was very late on that one. And at the very last moment, he just decided to have a go at that. So that's been the story. And picks up the wicket. We saw that the mistake was coming, and this time perhaps a leading edge onto the stump and Pochit strikes. So accurate bowling once again rewarding Myanmar here. Yes, definitely. The mistake was rightly pointed by you out there. Definitely the feet not really going anywhere and just having use of his hands to have just poke at that eventually resulted in that inside edge, which went onto the stump. So, nevertheless, Pochit is among the wickets, and now the score is 15 with a loss of 4. And look at that, Myanmar is not really taking any time. The bowler is right back at his bowling mark. He's excited to go at the batter one more time, and this is positive cricket from Myanmar. And the new batter out there will be having other ideas. He just want to spend some time to see how he goes about it. Then this time, and the ball really not carrying to the wicket keeper. But once again, you see that there's no real intention of getting the feet across the line. Yes, this time the batter allows the ball to come to him, and the new batter, Siraj Muhammad, has played the best shot we have seen Maldives play today. So it was elegant towards the offside and just as fashionably late as I can say. So it's off the mark with a very good looking shot. But now it will be Muhammad Jood into the strike against Pochit. With 2 more deliveries remaining, the plan of Pochit should be to attack the stump. Once again, just missing the off stump, and this time a fuller delivery from Pochit. Oh, for a moment, I thought that there was an opportunity for short cover to just pick that up. But it's never easy against a faster bowler to be fielding at that area because the ball can really be traveling. Nevertheless, 12 completed, 16 with a loss of 4 for Maldives, and momentum truly with Myanmar. Yes, definitely relentless pressure so far with precise execution. And once again, we see that the front foot is being cleared to play that on the offside. So, not the correct technique, as we have pointed out multiple times before. And it's the same thing with this batter as well. He's played one good looking shot. And now, looks like the captain has brought back Saw really into his seventh over now, and the captain really trusting his skills. This time it will be down the leg side, and umpire will not be interested. But once again, really attacking the stump here. Oh, that's a big call because Saka is still quite young. It will be quite interesting. Momentum is right with him, but I'll have to wait and watch if he has the muscle to continue. But you are definitely right to point out that the captain definitely has belief in him, that he is the right man to pick up a wicket. Fuller delivery, just the touch away, and umpire signals wide. So we still have three more deliveries remaining with Siraj Muhammad, and let's see if he can deliver. Yes, definitely. Stump to stump line has been rewarding for them, and this is what we can see. In this over so far, the ball really hasn't traveled to the wicket keeper, just like it did on previous occasions. So it really gives me an idea that he's starting to exhaust himself. Would you think the same? On that occasion, it was a low full toss, and once again, when the momentum is not with you, you really sometimes miss out on loose deliveries, and that was the case if you ask me. It's definitely spot on there. Once again, we see that the bowler is just trying to be away from the batter's comfort zone. He's pitching it outside the off stump with a short cover in play. But I think just attacking the stump is a very easier option for him, and he should just stick to it if he wants to pick up a wicket out here. Let's see how he finishes. From Myanmar, yes, definitely, and that is much better. Well played by the batter as well. And so far, after a few outings earlier in this tournament, this performance has definitely been a statement from Myanmar. They've definitely been a good bowling side, let me remind you. But so far, the body language, the energy was missing by them in this tournament. But today is a different day, and they're really making it count after the start they have had. And this is the last ball of soccer. And that's the delivery we wanted to see throughout in this over. He finishes well, and 13 overs completed, 19 with a loss of 4 for Maldives. And that's exactly what we were saying, that attacking the stump is definitely the better idea for the fast bowlers. Yes, and starts off with a good length. Keeper is just stopping it nicely, but he's not getting the carry. So Perhaps when the ball is keeping slightly lower, once again you want to attack the stump because that can make the batters commit and make a mistake. Let's see how Mohammad Jude goes about it. Yet to get off the mark, already faced 7 deliveries. Here's Fortune with his next, and once again just away from the off stump. So far, the bowlers are not really listening. Yes, that is exactly what we were talking about. Once again, one delivery that is pitched on the stump and goes on to hit it, and another wicket falls. So Mohammad Shud was really struggling out there, and now he has to walk back to the pavilion. And it is Pochit, accurate bowling, once again rewarded. Have a look at that one, I mean. Yes, and already half of the side is back at the pavilion, and I'll be I'll be just letting you know that none of the batters have even gone on to score 5 runs. They've all scored below, and the maximum score so far from an individual batsman has been 3 runs. The top scorer for this lineup today has been the extras. There's been 10 wides, and it's quite interesting that the batters are not really trying to settle in. That's been the worry for Maldives. I mean, for me. And with that, another wicket falls. So it's been a short stay for Hassan Rizwan. Just on his second delivery, he wanted to try something different. And it's that man again, the man with the golden arm today, definitely. Poached strikes. Yes, now they definitely have their tails up here. And especially that man, Fortune, he's not given anything away, if you ask me. He's been right up there in terms of accuracy. And now there's one more delivery remaining, and he wants to pick up another one. But he's getting that right. He's really attacking the stump. Hopeful appeal on that occasion. It's definitely deviating down the leg side. But otherwise, it's been a very difficult spell of bowling from Fortune against Maldives. Yes, Mint is a spinner. He's an off spinner, and in the previous outing, Mint has actually been the best bowler for Myanmar. So I believe you can just stick here with us, and you can see another wicket falling. Looks like they're attacking even more. So that's very interesting. with the new batter out there, now he has another closing fielder. And now let's see how they go about it. Umair Ibrahim is on strike, and Mint will start things off today. For the first time, we're seeing spin. Yes, so far wickets are falling at regular intervals, and once again we're seeing that the batter is not really going to the pitch of the ball. Perhaps Mint can just focus on bowling that one quicker delivery at the stump, and he can go straight through the defense. I think that should be the ball that he's thinking of in his mind. Sometimes the batters can really try to hit the flighted deliveries. He hasn't played anything in the air so far, so that's one good thing for him. But it will not be easy to play spin, especially in this wicket when the early moisture has settled in. Much better. He picks up a single there. After a very long time, I feel that we've seen a run come off the bat. I mean, at this stage, I really feel like asking you a question here. The fact is, sometimes we see that you have your premier bowler, who in this occasion today is Mint, who's the off spinner for Myanmar. But today we have seen that the faster bowlers have picked wickets at regular intervals. So you think sometimes when you're going better with other bowlers, you sometimes stay away from your main bowler and give them more opportunity, or you just bring back your main bowler and just try to pick up a wicket? What is the plan? 100% have to be in agreement because looks like from the other end, we have Poche to continue. Picked up 3 wickets and given away just 2 runs. So he's sticking with his premier bowler here. And we saw a very good opening spell from Sokor, 7 overs, 8 runs, and 3 wickets from him as well. So 2 bowlers have been among the wickets. And once again, we see the same tactic. Attacking the stump is the way to go from here on. Yes, so far in his fourth over, Pochit has been doing exactly what he's required to. He's attacking the stump and he's bowling it fuller. One mistake from the batter can really help him pick up a wicket. Yes, he certainly delivers one with a little bit more pace, I felt. And so far, he wasn't getting the carry, but on that last ball, he did. Yes, an absolute carnage from Phuket out here, and they're really rattling the batters of Maldives. And this is turning out to be a very ruthless and a clinical performance from Myanmar, and they'll definitely remember this start for the ages. With 7 wickets down now and barely just over 20 runs on the board, it's really hard to just describe how dominant this bowling has been. And every over has really posed a question, and every delivery now seems like it has a purpose to pick up a wicket. And I mean, are we really seeing Myanmar to just clear the tail here? I mean, for a moment, I thought that it carried to the fielder and shot. Perhaps it was a bum delivery, but nevertheless, what an over from Pochit. Yes, so far he's done a very good job, and this time played in the air and straight for a catch. Yes, we saw an attempt from Umer in the previous delivery to go inside out, and I think Mint is very intelligent. He knew that he might have attempted that shot again. This time he tracked the length slightly shorter and falsely committing. Umer Ibrahim had to lose his wicket in the process. Very good catch of his own bowling from Mint, and definitely at this point, Myanmar are well and truly dominating, and we're just perhaps moments away from them picking up all 10. Let's see how quick they can do that. Yes, we have two batters out there in the middle. Both of them are yet to get off the mark. They haven't been able to put on any score on the board, and already 17 overs, and they've only put on 21 runs. And looks like Pochit will continue. Yes, perhaps it was a slow one, and Pochit has already picked up 4 wickets, and you really gotta start feeling for him. Can he pick up one more? Should be in the record book. Yes, they're really talking out there. All the fielders are really having a conversation. They're exciting, and they're making the fast bowler really happy about himself. And looks like he's coming back for another one. As a fast bowler myself, if I've already picked up 4 wickets, I am full of adrenaline. I can assure you that. And so, really, I'll go at my bowling mark and bowl as quickly as possible right at the base of the stump. I mean, that's what will be my plan. Let's see how he goes about it. Yes, not really giving any kind of room here, and especially bowling to tail. Both these batters are looking yet to get off the mark. I mean, I'm starting to feel like maybe they can actually go towards the fast bowler again. We saw Soko at the start of the innings do a very good job with the ball in hand, and I am actually quite impressed to let you know that he's the second highest wicket taker in this tournament after the spell today. He's picked up 3 wickets today so far, and in the tournament he has 9 wickets now. And we also see Pochit, who's also picked up 3 wickets today. So do you start going back to your fast bowlers? I know Bone Mint is bowling well, but is that something they can look to do? Yes, definitely. Maybe a fast bowler can sometimes make a tail ender commit that mistake because they are usually not so technically polished, and that is why that could be something interesting. So far, very attacking field set. Yes, as a batter who's come out to bat, it's never easy to see fielders flying around you, and that's been the kind of energy this Myanmar side has definitely put on the field today. And so far, Soccer has bowled well the first 2 deliveries. Yes, really, Maldives need to focus on their batting, and so far there is a deficiency in the technique. And let's see if Soccer can exploit it. Yes, definitely, and that's been the kind of energy that these fast bowlers are coming in, especially Soko. He looks like he wants to be picking up his fifer, and we know that Pochit has also bowled a brilliant spell today, and he's also eyeing that landmark. And definitely, you said right, it's a race between them to see who can pick up more. And Mint, on the other hand, will also feel like he wants to be among the wicket, and so he will ask the captain to give him the bowling as well. So definitely a race, a competition between the bowlers here to see who can clear the tail. Yes, definitely an opportunity is presenting, and you can see that the fielders are really throwing their bodies on the line, and that's very good to see because this side is already on the back foot, and those fielding effort will not make life easier for them. Almost picking up another wicket there. Yes, he has mixed things well. This time he was trying to go fuller, a little bit quicker, and I'll be even more interested to see a few more catching fielders on the leg side as well. Let's see if they attack more. Once again, it looks like the ball is not in full control, but so far, Yusuf and Nihal has been out there for quite some time. They have faced 13 and 14 deliveries between them, and so far, both of them are yet to get off the mark. It looks like they're trying to just delay the outcome. They're trying to be spending more time out there. The problem for Maldives definitely in this innings has been the fall of wickets at regular intervals. We saw them falling in clusters, and right now I think they have looked a little bit more comfortable against spin out there. That's the observation I have had. Moment has bowled well. He's only given away 1 run, so it's been economical. It's in his 4 overs, he's given away 1 run, so it's been that economical. But really, the focus for Myanmar will be to pick up that last wicket, and we see that the fast bowler has once again started off brilliantly. This is trying to bowl that Yorker, I can tell you that definitely, and he definitely will be a little bit tired. He's bowled 8 overs in very quick succession, but the adrenaline is definitely keeping him going. He deserves a fifer. He has bowled well, and once again a fuller delivery, just beating the outside edge. He's asking questions. Yes, because whenever he's pitched it outside the off stump, just like on that last ball, the batter is completely missing it. So there's been no real outcome for the bowler. And he still has 2 more deliveries remaining. I think he can just mix it up a little bit, maybe attempt something different. And once again, we see that same repetition. The ball outside off stump, just missed it completely again. Once again, a good delivery to finish off the ninth for Soccer. 22 overs completed. It's 22 with a loss of 8. So they're going at a run rate of exactly 1 and over in spite of playing 22 overs. That really shows the kind of excellence Myanmar has put with the ball in hand today. Yes, definitely. I think the captain has observed it, and that is why he went back to his fast bowler Soccer first. Now he's brought back a fresh fast bowler, that is Tien Min. He's been off the attack for a little bit of time, so he has that energy. And the only thing that he wants to do is pick up a wicket and be in that wicket column. But so far, I started off with that widest delivery. Let's see he can attack the stump or not. Yes, much better. Yes, but credit to the two batters, Yusuf and Nihal. They've played many deliveries. They haven't given away the wicket for free here. They're putting up a fight. They're not really allowing Myanmar to just go back and get the energy with some rest here. They want them to be out in the field, and looks like it's not going to be easy for Tien Min. He doesn't have the pace to really go away with the defense of the batter, but he's bowling economically. So far, nothing of this over. But really, that one magic delivery is required, and two of them really can clean the side. And let's see how quick they can afford to do that. It's really about the time here right now. One mistake is to come from somewhere. Yes, he wants to join the party this time in the air, but just short of the fielder. So this is the chance that we were speaking of. And on the last delivery, Tien Min had an opportunity. A good over from him, but someone really has to step up and clean this tail because the last wicket fell in the 16th over. So it's been quite some time that these two batters have been out in the middle, and they really have been a little bit resilient compared to the batters who have started before them. So even though they haven't been among the runs, they are delaying the inevitable. Yes, if I'm Soko, I'm really running in. Yes, much better. Almost looking like he'll pick up a wicket here. Just going over the top of the stump, but a very good delivery. So he's mixing it up nicely. We saw that first ball was perhaps an attempted joker, and this time he's pulled back his length slightly. He's really trying to make the batter fall for some kind of a mistake, but so far it's been slightly unlucky. This should be close, but umpire not in favor. But a good delivery. He's mixing it quite well now. Yes, it's never easy when the ball is in contact with the muscle, and the ribs are definitely an area of the body where it hurts quite a lot. So Soccer attempted to change things up, and he's bowled that one short ball. Now goes for the slow one, but he's unable to maintain the line right. So that's been given as a wide, and has two more deliveries remaining. Up against Nihal, and maybe this time a slow ball on the off stump. Perhaps he can just mix it up. So with that risky shot, the batter is off the mark. Nihal. He finally, after facing 24 deliveries, picked up that single. But Sokov for a moment thought that he will be able to pick up one more. And let's see. Yusuf will be on strike and will face the last ball of the spell of soccer. It's been an absolute bowling masterclass, and he finished nicely. Here's the last ball. Leading edge, ball in the air, and just falls short. And he'll be very disappointed. A touch unlucky on his outing today, but nevertheless, an absolute bowling class shown by him. Yes, so fast bowlers from both ends and trying to go for the kill here. The batter is really taking a good look at the base of the stump. Perhaps he's confident with his defense and he knows that the bowler will try to bowl full. Let's see how he goes. This time down the leg side, an appeal there, but umpire has no hesitation, signals wide. Indian men to continue. Just happy to stay away from that one. Another dot ball. Yes, once again, just staying away from that off stump on that occasion. And Nihal is just happy to watch it go past the stump to the keeper. So I can definitely tell you this that they're watching the ball quite nicely. That's something the top order batters fail to do. So far, the tailenders have really done a good job and they have really asserted themselves in the crease and they're spending some time out there. So that's a good thing in terms of their batting prowess. And Myanmar, on the other hand, would have felt that they are going to clear the tail quite quickly, but that has not happened. Once again, we see another dot ball, but the batter survived. Yes, they have been very close on occasions. Sometimes it looked like they will be picking up that wicket, but they just missed it by a fraction. And with that, the last ball of this over, once again, just not having any kind of go at that. A dot to finish the over for Tien Min. 25 completed, 25 with a loss of 8. And we're at the halfway stage in terms of the overs in this 50 over contest between these two under 16 sides. And definitely from the very start, Myanmar have really dominated, but they're still searching for that one bowler who can pick up those two last wickets for them, and eventually they'll have a very low score in their mind to chase. But the two batters out there are definitely delaying the outcome, and looks like they're willing to play with a lot of resilience. So the captain brings back the spinner. Yes, he's starting to play some shots out here. After the initial partnership, which was 8 runs of 41 deliveries, in terms of balls, this has been the longest. They scored 4 runs and they've played 52 deliveries. So that's how long this partnership has been. But right now, we're starting to feel like these two batters have thought of playing some shots, and whenever they have attempted to do so, it's not looked in full control. And the spinner looks like he's doing a good job. Can he pick up a wicket here? Yes, has not given away absolutely anything today. Given away just one run. He's already bowled three maidens, and looks like this is turning out to be another good over. Yes, it's starting to look like a test match kind of a format for me because both these batters have shown a lot of resilience. They have not been bothered themselves with the runs, and sometimes a fresh new bowler can pick up a wicket. Let's see how it goes. Confusion, but good running. Looks like these two are starting to test the patience of Myanmar here. They've really batted for a very long time. For a moment, we thought that they will be able to clear them quite quickly, but that hasn't been the case.
asking for out. That's slightly towards the leg stump. Umpire said not out. Number 44, Arkar Lan Lin, bowling the outside the off stump line. Umpire said it's wide. Yes, it is. This is the 29th over, and Arkar bowling his second over. The field is same, no difference. Two close in fielders all the time. Nicely played by Yusuf. He's played almost 6 overs and scored nothing, just stopping the ball. That is outside the off stump. The ball is going towards the boundary line, and a good stop by the fielder. On count set. Fielded beautifully. Couple of runs taken from Maldives. That's all they wanted. Runs, runs, runs. And a good cheer up from the dugout. Beautiful running between the wickets. Couple of runs. A big relief for Yusuf to add 2 runs under his belt. Nice bowling. A little bit pace this time. Arkar. Very good over from Arkar Lan. Just 2 overs, 5 runs. 29 overs done, 32 for 8. Myanmar started really well, and until now they didn't leak many runs, not giving boundaries. But the wicket is not falling down. That's the only issue for the last 10 overs. They're trying the best. Fast bowlers, spinners, everyone is trying to get the last wicket, not able to do it. That's the only. The ball is up and not going towards the fielder. Something better than nothing. Very good bowling outside the off stump. All the outside the off stump balls been left out or played along the ground. Nihal Mohammed, 4th hit. He's trying to get his fifer here. Can he do that? Oh, beautiful bowling. Back to back good deliveries, but not getting any wickets. Everyone is on their feet. The emotions are quite high. Very close to getting the 2 wickets. Asking for out Yorker length.
And looks like finally the reward for Fortune. He's picked up his fifer, and with that, he's picked up that key wicket that was turning out to be a very good partnership between these two lower order batters. And once again, full and straight, and this time beats the bat and eventually the wicket of Nihal Muhammad. But what an innings, nevertheless. 3 of 40 deliveries. So resistance was all that was in that innings. Maldives have inched their way to 32, and this was a good partnership between those two batters. Every single run felt like a mini victory, and they were scoring slow, but the value of the partnership is huge. They disrupted the momentum of Myanmar and forced the bowlers into staying for longer spells. And eventually, Nihal Muhammad going for that good delivery from Kochi after scoring 3 of 40. On the other hand, it looked like definitely it was going to be Kochi. He's turning out to have an absolute blinder of a day. Picked up his fifer in just 6 overs by giving away 4 runs. Absolutely fascinating game of play by Myanmar here in terms of their prime bowler Pochit. But on the other hand, Maldives have already batted 30 overs, and right now, finally, there is a break in the partnership. The off spinner to continue a little bit down the left side, not to start things off, but right now they'll feel that there's an opportunity to just pick up another wicket. Yusuf is at the other end, still out there, and let's see if Mint can just clear this tail. We prefer bowling to the other batter who's just walked out to the middle because Yusuf has really spent a long time out there. We still have the attacking fielders and just waiting to see how Min goes about the bowling. So far, pitched it outside the off stump. He hasn't really turned the ball enough. Only given away 2 runs in his 6 overs. And so far, he starts off with a few dots here as well. Yet to give up any kind of run. Attacking the stump, ball up in the air. And for a moment, I thought Mint will have an opportunity to catch that, but just went away from him. An opportunity, but that goes begging. But so far, Yusuf is still out there. 2 of 45 deliveries. So definitely, once again, showing a lot of resilience, not willing to lose his wicket quickly. The highest scorer today has been Abdullah Hamd and Nihal. All three of them have scored 3 runs each. And so far, Yusuf is 2 of 46 deliveries. Trying to play that on the leg side. Some calling, hesitation, but eventually no damage done. This is the end of the over from Mint. 7 overs from him. Just given away 2 runs and picked up a wicket. 31 overs have been completed. It's 32 with a loss of 9. So really just one more wicket that is required for Myanmar. And so far, they've already played 31 overs. So that's something that is quite appreciable after the initial onslaught with the ball by Myanmar. They really have lasted and been able to spend a lot of time at the crease today. And Looks like it will be Pochit to continue. Here comes Pochit. And he picks up another one. So this is the man that Myanmar needed. He picks up 6 wickets. And finally, the resilience comes to an end. And let's have a look at that one. He was up his run up in the same fashion. He runs in with eyes on target and gets the middle of the middle stump. So it's been quite clinical, this bowling approach and this bowling performance from Pochit. So Maldives have been bundled out for 32 runs on the board. And it's been that man Pochit with an absolutely sensational day out there. Picked up 6 wickets, given away just 4 runs. Sawko did well with the new ball, picked up 3 wickets and given away 10. Bowling Mint was extremely economical, given away 2 runs and picked up a wicket. The top scorer was Abdullah Hamdan Nihal, all three of them scoring 3 each. And quite a resilient show by the lower order batters, but eventually they've been bundled out for 32 runs. And we'll have a slight break, and after that, we'll be back with the chase. So stay tuned. This will be a good contest. Welcome back to KTJ Oval as we get things set for the second innings of this extraordinary contest in match 15 of ACC Men's Under 16 East Zone Cup 2025. We've seen a very dominant bowling display from Myanmar. Now they have a modest target in their mind that is of just 33 runs for victory. It was sheer destruction with the ball in hand and especially led by that man, Chit, who turned with exceptional bowling performance, picked up 6 wickets today. And now Myanmar will be quite interested to come out with all guns blazing and perhaps put on a show out here. We have seen good bowling comebacks by teams, and we'll have to wait and watch how Maldives go about it from here on. And with that, I bring Amin. How do you think it's the right approach, and how should they go about it? And with that, the batters have taken guard, and now it will be over to the batters. And here it will be for Myanmar to make a real statement out here. They've been winless so far, and they're just 33 runs away from their account. Let's see how they open things. And I mean, how do you think that they should go about it?
Thank you, Abrar. And this is the first ball and loose delivery straight away on the mark and one run on the board. That's a positive start. What I feel is they should go about all the positive with full positive thoughts. There is a short loose delivery. Go for the boundaries and try to take singles, doubles, and see the target and go for it. Don't worry about how many overs you have. You should play a lot of dot balls. No, just go for the balls positively. That's my intention.
Yes, on the other hand, Maldives will definitely want to pick up some wickets and just feel good about this innings. At the start, they need to pick breakthroughs so that they can actually come back in the chase. And let's see how they attack with the ball in hand and how they should go about it. It would be very interesting to see.
Khatum Shufas is the bowler, and he's just bowling on the over the stick, and nicely played. They're not wasting any time here, picking up a single. The scoreboard is keep ticking. That's a positive sign. Sakya, the bowler who bowled beautifully today, is on the crease off the mark, along with the Kun So.
Yes, the running between the wicket was actually quite good to see. They have fresh legs and they started off brilliantly.
That one is called wide, and also they've given another extra run. Looks like there is no pressure for the Myanmar batters. They look a little perfect in their batting stance and the way they play the game, play the ball behind the line. Everything looks solid from the openers.
Yes, and so far they have started off quite well. Already 4 runs of the two deliveries.
Nicely played between the gaps, and it's a first boundary of the day. What a lovely shot by Sakya, the champion player. The scoreboard is ticking.
Yes, Fuller delivery played nicely down the ground, and that is actually the first boundary of this match. And in the previous outing, we did not see any being scored by Maldives, so it's a fresh start for Myanmar here.
First 5 deliveries, Khatum Shifas given 10 runs. Almost 30% of the score have been scored. Just they need to score just 32 runs. 33 is the target. Nicely played front foot forward defense. Goes straight to the cover fielder. That's an expensive over. Consider the target. And Myanmar will be very happy.
Yes, and definitely we have to give full credit to someone like Soko as well. We saw him bowling 10 overs, and from the very start with the new ball, he was the one who got Myanmar off to a flying start. And now he's come out to open the innings as well. So it's a talented player that he is, and he's quite multifaceted, as I can say that. And now they've already got a 10 on the board, and the target being 33. You think they should be able to chase it in the next 3 overs?
For me, it looks like that because the way Sakya is batting and Kunsu batting, they don't feel any issues in scoring runs. You're right, almost 4 to 5 overs max. They'll be scoring these runs.
Yes, so far Maldives have not really been able to get a game out here today. They've been dominated from Myanmar from the very start, and I think it's pressure going on to the young fast bowler here. Just as the ball slips out of the sun, he'll have to go back, and we can see that the wicketkeeper is indicating him to just calm down and have a relaxed outing there.
Looks like a white ball for me. Umpire is yet to make his decision. Think a little bit. Saifullah bin Ahmed is a bowler. Number 14 is Siraj Muhammad Suhail is the bowler. Look at the way he played. Nicely to the point, 1 run. The scoreboard is keep ticking. Myanmar is doing a very good job here.
Yes, they haven't only played with a lot of power, but looks like they are going with good temperament. So if the ball is at the zone, they'll go after it. Otherwise, they're ready to play with some respect as well. So so far, this over has started off better compared to the previous one, and they haven't been able to pick up a boundary yet. Let's see how Saw goes on.
That one is an expensive one from Siraj Muhammad. Wide and buys easy pickings for Myanmar.
Yes, the batters are rotating quite nicely, and now with these extras, they have only 22 to be chased. So the runs are coming for them, regardless of the fact that if they're coming off the bat or not. They have been happy to take the extras from them.
Keep ticking. 1 run again. Oh, there is a slight fumble. This is the least thing they wanted. Maldives. Look at their body language. Shoulders dropped. Very, very passive. They know that the game is almost half done now.
Yes, that was a good looking shot, but the fielder really must have stopped that. The ball was fuller, and Soko was happy to just drive that nicely to the offside and eventually pick up a boundary because of the misfield.
Done from Siraj. The second over. The score is 18 for no loss. Maybe I think he needs to bowl a couple of balls. Just 15 runs to win. Outside the off stump, that's a good delivery. Better one from Siraj.
Yes, for a moment I thought that Shaw will go after that as well, but at the very last moment decided to just let that one go. But I think he can really go after it because there's lots of wickets to come. The target is not really big, so you really want to be among the scoring as well.
More runs. Very closer to the target. Less than 5 overs. They have a high chance of completing this game. The runs are coming at 10 runs an over.
The end of 2 overs is 19 without loss. So these two opening batters for Myanmar have started off quite brilliantly, and we expected them to be aggressive at the start, and looks like they'll continue with the same fashion. And the medium fast bowler is introduced from the other end as well, and looks like both these batters are really trying to just go after the bowling here, and they have also been helped by some extras.
So that rightly said, Abrar. Another is going to bowl the second over. Khatum Shifas Ali, number 1 from Maldives. Still, the captain is believing in his ability.
Yes, on the previous one, he attacked the stump quite beautifully.
Khatum on the offside. Nicely played to the mid-off area. Applause from Maldives fielders. 19 for no loss and the 14 runs to win.
Good
Fourth
start to
ball.
the over.
Yep. A very good fielding by the Maldives fielder to save that run.
His previous over was slightly expensive, but this time he's come back nicely. He's only given away a single, and so far we've seen two attempts at a couple of big shots, but they have only gone for singles. We have two more deliveries remaining in this over.
20 for no loss. Almost one ball left in the second over from Khatum Shifas. What a beautiful performance by Myanmar here. So dominated the first innings, second innings, full throttle, 10 runs and over. Nicely played between the gaps. Can it go for a boundary? The batters are running very hard between the wickets. The ball is almost close. There was a fumble at the deep. The ball went to the boundary. 4 runs given. That's adding salt
Yes,
to the wound.
yes, very well placed, and the ball was just away from the fielders, so he found the gap to perfection. And another boundary from Stock off, but we hope that the fielders in the deep are safe because for a moment I thought they have slipped over the boundary fence. So I hope they're okay. But with that, only 9 runs needed now for victory.
24 for 0 after 3 overs. The required run rate is 8 runs and over. That is just 8 runs to win. We predicted almost 5 overs. Myanmar will wrap this innings, and this is looks like the fourth over. They'll be looking to seal the win for the game for the team. That's a juicy full toss, hit perfectly above the ropes, and umpire said it's six. What a lovely shot by Sakya, the champion batter. He was excellent in his bowling spells and now coming back to the top of the order, clearing the ropes, the deep mid wicket for a huge six. So special.
Yes, Soko is definitely having a very good day out there, and he's well partnered by Hunso, and that was the first maximum today. What a good shot that was! It was a full toss, and he picked it up quite beautifully.
Nicely played to the straight. Only one run taken, almost close to the target. Looks like they are very close to seal the win for Myanmar. What a proud moment for them.
Yes, and the good thing about this innings was that they knew from the moment they walked out to bat, they wanted to finish it quickly, and we've seen some aggressive shots, and the execution was absolutely spot on as well.
Asking for out, appeal is going on. Umpire said no, it's down the leg.
Yes, Sadikin Bawa is trying to attack the stump, but he doesn't have too many runs left in the bank for him to experiment, and just a couple of runs needed. Uh, just 3 runs needed from here on.
Flighted delivery, nicely played on the leg side. Short square leg, no runs. They don't have to rush, just play to the merit of the ball. Couple of runs to win. Almost done.
Yes, both these batters will want to feel that they want to be at the end of the innings for Myanmar. They want to see things off and be not out.
Sadikin Baba bowl a right line to Sakya, who is patiently waiting to complete the game. Maybe a boundary to win this game or a six. You want to finish it in style. One ball to go. Can he do that? Played straight back to the bowler. He said, I'll take my own time. Let me complete this in the next over. 31 for no loss after 4 overs.
Yes, and this over really should seal it for Myanmar. They have put on a very good show with the ball in hand first, and now definitely they're cruising with the bat. And Maldives so far hasn't really been able to put up a fight against Myanmar. And first of all, they struggled with the bat. Now looks like they haven't been able to put on a show with the ball either. Let's see how they go with this over. But I believe that this is going to be the over for Myanmar. They should look to finish it off in this.
The captain is ready to take the challenge. Number 12, Hamd Hussain, captain of Maldives, is going to bowl the fifth over of the second innings. Looks like a spinner. Flighted delivery. What a lovely shot. Oh, that's a misfield, and that's a win for Myanmar. What a way to seal the game. Second inning, so dominating. Boundary to finish the game from 31. They scored a boundary. It's 35. The target needed is 33. Lovely dominant performance. 35 without losing a wicket. They won by 10 wickets. Handshakes is going to happen, and a tough day for Maldives at the ground.
Yes, definitely. That will be all. So Myanmar have absolutely cruised to victory. They've chased down this small total of 33 in a quite emphatic style and in a stunning fashion. So with that, initially they started with a very good bowling performance. So they bundled out Maldives first for just 32 runs. Pochit was the main contributor with the ball in hand. He picked up 6 wickets by giving away just 4 runs. So definitely what a day that this bowler had for Myanmar. He was well complemented by Soko, who started things off brilliantly with the new ball in hand. Picked picked up 3 wickets. And the highest score for Maldives was just the 3 runs, which was scored by 3 of the batters. And after that, when Myanmar came out to bat, it was all guns blazing. Punso and Soko started things off, and they have seen it off as well. In 4 overs, they've managed to put on the 35 runs that they were needed to. They were needed to score 32, let me remind you. So they hit a boundary and finished things off in style. Eventually, an emphatic victory for Myanmar. And with that, that will be it from Amin and I, Abra Hussain, up here in the com box. Thank you for joining us, and we hope that you will continue watching this ACC Men's Under 16 East Zone Cup. We'll be back with live action tomorrow, so stay tuned. And with that, we'll conclude from up here at the com box. Wait out for the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi, welcome back. Post-match presentation by Mr. Oval. We had KTJ for ACC Men's Under-16 East Zone 2025 game. What a beautiful game it is. Maldives versus Myanmar. During the toss, Maldives have won the toss and elected to bat first, whereas they are able to put 33 on the board. What a beautiful bowling performance by Myanmar. They have bundled them under 33 and chased it in style, won by 10 wickets. First, congratulate to the Myanmar team. And let's start with having a few words with Maldives captain Hamd Hussain. Hi Hamd Hussain. 33, 10 wickets, very good bowling performance from that side. And how do you feel now?
I feel very good. Even though we lost, I feel very happy for the Myanmar team, and they did very good. Their bowling was very good. Their batting was even better.
And anything you want to improve from your side, like your team, for the next games, what would be that? What would that be?
Our bowling could be better, and our batting needs very much improvement.
Very good. That's a good attitude. Wish you good luck for the next game. Thank you. And let's have a few words with the captain of Myanmar team.
Hi.
First, I'm going to congratulate you.
Yeah,
Congratulations for the 10 wickets win for you.
Yes.
And wish you good luck for the next game. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's a smiling captain Zain, and here I'm going to welcome the chief guest, match referee Mr. Anup, to present the award to the player of the game. So please here, and let me introduce the player of the game here. We have 3 contestants. The first one is Kin So Peng for 17 of 13 runs scored, and the second one is Saw Kya, who bowled beautifully and also batted beautifully. And the third one is Fochit for getting 6 wickets in 4 overs, and player of the award goes to Fochit. Please come. May I ask the match referee to present the award to Fochit, the player of the game. Give a round of applause, guys. Let me have, thank you for the award, sir. Thank you, sir. And let me have a few words with the player of the game. Fochit, you're bowling very good. You're bowling very good today. 6 wickets, and your line and length was beautiful today. What is the secret?
6 wicket ရထားတယ် line နဲ့ line နဲ့ကောင်းအဲ့ဒါမင်းရဲ့ဒီ bowling ပြတဲ့လှုပ်ဝက်ချက်ကပါလေတဲ့ဇာတ်ကိုကြည့်ပါလှုပ်ဝက်ချက်
ရှူးပါဆရာ
ဟမ်
လက်ဝဲချက်ကတော့ဟိုအဲ့လိုကြီးမရှိတော့ဘူးဆရာ
အေးသမီးကပြောတစ်ခုပြော
လက်ဝဲချက်ကတော့အရင်ပွဲတော့ဘိုလင်ကိုအာတန်နဲ့ပစ်ခဲ့တယ်အခုပွဲတော့ဒီ slow ball လေးနဲ့ပဲပစ်ခဲ့တယ်
What he says the less matches they're using the maybe the normal delivery. Now today match is they're using the slow ball, just lie and land. No need to no need to wicket. They have lie and ball after the wicket can be easily come.
Very good. Keep it up. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And here from the KTJ Oval, thank you so much for joining us. We'll join you again from the com box tomorrow. Thank you so much.